It is a one-man show. It follows two characters set inside of a bathroom. It's essentially one guy working on a piece about a man who stumbles upon a movement in progress, sort of a revolution that's starting, and gets like swept up into it and decides that this is something he wants or needs, and that sort of evolves into something else that he didn't expect. And the other character is a guy who just came out of a tough relationship, a long relationship, and he is coming from a place where something that he desired became something that he needed. So this woman, but it's only by the end that he realizes that he needed her, and the play starts with them breaking up. So he's sort of trying to work through what happened and like rewrite their history to figure it out through this story of a man who stumbles upon this movement. So yeah, there's sort of parallel stories that go side by side. But more so what I'm exploring is the idea of like that concept of desire and need and desire, and when does one become the other, and are they interchangeable? So with movement, you know, do you want to change the world, or do you want to see change in the world because you actually want to see something shift? Or is it because you want to be remembered for shifting it? Similarly with the relationship, are you in love with the person as they are outside of you, or is it how they affect you that you are in love with? What stage of development? I guess my piece has been on and off for a while. You know, it's inspired by things that I've written in the past from my own personal experience, and so there are things that have existed for a long time and things that are brand new, and I'm sort of bringing them all together. So it's still in like an early stage. It's pretty much in the beginning stage right now. Well, I started when I was 10. My cousin had been doing commercials before. She's older than me, and I was kind of like just a crazy kid that would like watch movies and say all the lines, and to this day I still have the problem of not being able to like summarize anything. I have to tell you from beginning to end every detail of the movie or the book or the story. So yeah, she introduced me to an agent, and I kind of just went from there. And it was always just something I did. It was never something that I guess I was like, I have to do this. Just something that was a part of my life from when I was a young kid, and then slowly as it came time to decide what I want to do with my life, it just was the most natural thing. And yeah, so that's how I got involved. Theater came more after going to theater school, seeing that as sort of a viable way of storytelling, and something that had power that I hadn't experienced before. That came after theater school. Incognito, that's a good question. My definition of incognito. The word, it's to be present without being seen necessarily. Well, I feel like, I'm not sure if there's a lack of them. I think there's, my awareness of them definitely leads me to believe that there are not that many, and that it's not really an attractive avenue for expression, I'd say, right now, which I think is funny because it's like the most accessible in terms of connecting with people. But yeah, I'd say there's probably a stark difference between black male playwrights and female playwrights for sure. I think it does because that's who I am, so it's going to influence everything I do. I'm writing something else. I'm trying to write a screenplay right now that directly is about that experience, more so about the diaspora experience, and like sort of the passing down of tradition amongst that, and how it may or may not be diluted, or like my generation is sort of the one that's going to decide that. So in terms of your question, I think it informs everything I do. I think with this piece, I'll be doing everything I've done on stage in one thing. Yeah, I plan on making it sort of the all-encompassing experience as far as like who I am, because it's the most personal thing I think I've ever